I was a worship leader, when I was going to church, I don't attend a regular church anymore. And that bothers some people, but I needed to be able to find God apart from all of the increasing rules and regulations that I was certain we were being freed from, so we could live and enjoy life and make mistakes and be corrected. But I found that the expectation of being a Christian was more than what it seems the Bible was saying. So I had to distance myself, and it's been several years since I've actually attended a church. Well, yeah, because I played for a church a couple of years ago, but that was like right before the pandemic. And moving into that, they decided they wanted to just use tracks, and so they fired all of the musicians. And I have not been back to any church since then, but I do find that I encounter the Creator everywhere. And one of the ways that I do is I'll just come down here and I'll just play some of these worship songs and just go there to be in the Creator's presence. So I found that not attending a service every week has not hindered my faith. Actually, it's grown it a bit and matured me a bit more, because I get to look for deeper things of God instead of just whatever's given to me once a week. You know, this is an everyday thing. Yeah. And again, it's not popular with my Christian friends. They're like, you need a church home. And I'm like, that's a different thing for me now. It really is. Do I need fellowship? Sure, but I do fellowship with others, and to me that's what this is. I think I get as much from you guys as you probably get from me, and I definitely find that I'm much more in tune with the Creator as a result of doing this and interacting with all of you. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I was listening to one of Claire's pieces yesterday. She has gotten so good at her music. Oh my goodness. It's like when we first met, and that was not long ago. That was like 2, maybe 3 years ago. So I watched her learn piano. I watched her learn flute. I watched her learn the harp. And now she's just unbelievable. I'm like, okay, I need to catch up. I know she was saying that her family moved to a really beautiful place near the water, and that's inspiring to her, and you can tell through her music that it is. So if any of you haven't heard of Claire Roslington, she's here on Inside Timer, and you should listen to her music. She is a wonderful, wonderful musician. Amanda says, I haven't been to church in the last 2 years because of the pandemic, but also because I'm sick from being burned out, but I feel God in a new way with calm music and silence. Burned out, yes, yes. Because you can get that, both from attending so many church functions and choir rehearsals and Bible studies and the back and forth, and then you have to go to work, and that burns you out. And it's like, can we get a break? What happened to rest and peace? I tell people sometimes, if you're walking down the street and you see a tree or a flower, stop and enjoy that. Why are we rushing past things to get to things, or to get somewhere we know not where? And why are we always in a hurry? While I believe that we are in time, I don't believe time should master us like that. where we never enjoy the life we're given. I think church these days is for new people of faith, new believers. But once you mature a little bit, you want to expand and get out in the world and encounter new people and new places and new experiences. And like Amanda said, just sit in silence with God. Our brains need to be at peace and at rest sometimes. Like we'll talk to everybody else. This is not a religious thing for me, and that's one reason I don't think I like church attendance anymore. It's a relationship with me, I always tell people I talk to God like I talk to everybody else. And some say that's pretty disrespectful, but I don't speak in the King James Version English, thou, O Lord, art holy, I don't do that. I just talk. I'm pretty sure he understands English and Chinese and Japanese and Russian. So if it's all about relationship, then just talk. Be honest. Speak your mind, speak your heart. I think people who make a big show of praying with supposedly holy words, and they're missing the point. They're missing the entire point of the relationship because they're trying to be religious. Well, Joe, for me, yeah. I'm pretty sure. But again, that's for me. And do I know everything? No. But in my personal experience, I feel like this. You know how people say, well, you shouldn't smoke, it's a sin. You shouldn't drink, it's a sin. You shouldn't divorce, it's a sin. I look at God like this. If you're doing anything or believing anything that God does not approve of, then He'll correct you. And again, that's my experience. And if I'm wrong about God being a Him, then God will ultimately correct me. Does that happen all at once? No, it doesn't. We go through seasons where we learn. That's the beautiful thing about us being human, is we don't know everything, and we can be corrected if we're open to that. But for this question, I'm comfortable with that right now. That's the feeling I get when I'm communing with God. So keep an open heart and open mind. And I'll do the same. I mean, if either of us are wrong about this, God will correct us. And if it's not a big deal, then there is no correction. I say if it's not essential to our relationship with God, then just like everything else, God will fix it. Well, I've started using the word creator because I believe all this was created by an intelligence, The word God, English word, I actually would prefer Elohim, the Hebrew, because that's what they called the creator first. But they made sure to let it be known that that word also meant creator, so. And again, I'm still learning, but I will tell you this, a lot of what I'm learning I was not picking up in church because there was such a limitation on what was taught. And I suppose that I'll get it before I pass away, if I'm paying attention, if we're all paying attention. We should we should be confident in what we believe, but we shouldn't be so dogmatic that we limit God to just this or that, because then we put him in a box. And that makes us God, right? And that's backwards. So that's why I always say keep an open mind. See, I like source too. I like universe. I like the fate. You know, I say the fate has brought us, you know. Do we need one word to describe such an amazing being? If I set a firecracker on a table and light it, it'll pop, but it won't create a universe teeming with life and oceans and planets and stars. You take something like the Big Bang, and a lot of Christians say, well, that's not what happened. And I'm like, sure it did. The universe tells that. But the thing is, who lit the fuse? It didn't just happen. The odds of everything you see every day and who you are as an individual, the odds of all of these things coming together by happenstance, when there's complete evidence of intelligent design, planning. So yeah, the source, the universe, fate, God, creator, semantics. We can argue about it, and most people do all day long. So I would say, if the creator, the intelligence behind all this, has a problem with any of this, then that is the creator's job to enlighten us and teach us. It frees us to just live. Just give yourself away to being led and taught and loved and cared for and blessed. Just frees you.